Melania Trump has brushed off Donald Trump's fourth criminal indictment, saying it is another problem for her husband and not for her, as she's kept a low profile in New York City amid the ex-president's legal woes. A source recently told People magazine that Melania publicly supports her husband, but privately prefers a life with 100% privacy and no press scrutiny. She hates all of the legal problems and says very little about them anytime, anywhere. Source told the magazine in a Wednesday update. The revelation came days after a Georgia grand jury indicted Trump and 18 others for their alleged roles in trying to overturn the 2020 election in the state. Trump has blasted the RICO charges, calling them a political witch hunt. Melania's latest apparent feelings seemed to echo her famous green coat that drew her when she wore it in 2018, as it read, "I really don't care. Do you?" Trump faces criminal cases in Florida, Georgia, New York and Washington, D.C. He was indicted in New York on charges related to the alleged hushmo. His Florida case is on federal charges related to the handling of classified documents. He was also indicted by Special Prosecutor Jack Smith for allegations of election interference. Exclusively reported that Melania joined the ex-president and Fox News' Maria Bartiromo and her husband Jonathan for a double date at Bedminster after Trump returned from federal court in Washington, D.C. on August 3rd for an appearance related to the election interference charges. No pictures were captured, however, of the former First Lady at the Bedminster dinner. It marked the only time, thus far, that Trump didn't address a crowd of supporters after a day in court. In April, he spoke before a filled ballroom at Mar-a-Lago, after being arraigned in the Stormy Daniels hush money case. Another one of People's sources said that Melania Trump prefers the couple's pad at Trump Tower in New York City over the Bedminster, New Jersey Golf Resort, where they spend the summers with Mar-a-Lago, located in Palm Beach, Florida, being too hot. Melania has a small circle of family and very few trusted friends, the social source said, unlike others who belong to her husband's clubs. She doesn't rely on outside stimulants to guide her daily life. She has her son, other family members, and select friends. The source said, Melania Trump's parents have also been photographed outside of Trump Tower in recent months. The source pushed that just because the former First Lady hasn't attended Trump's post-indicted for a fourth time on the campaign trail, this time doesn't mean she's not supportive. Out of Fulton County. She knows how her husband is, but over Trump's efforts there has been too much dumping on Joe Biden's 2020 election. Nothing to do with any of it. She hates all of the legal problems and says very little about them anytime, anywhere. The source added, she leads her own life. Trump's most recent indictments in Georgia require that he turn himself by August 25th at Fulton County Jail in Atlanta. District Attorney Fani Willis announced the charges against the former president on Monday night. Trump was charged with 13 of the 41 counts. If convicted on all charges, he faces more than 70 years in prison. Rather than abide by Georgia's legal process for election challenges, the defendants engaged in a criminal racketeering enterprise to overturn Georgia's presidential election result, Willis said at a press conference just before midnight.